Good morning, everybody. It's September 4th. We're about halfway through the second week of the first module of the semester. And today I got a chance to go in and look at the field experiences that a lot of you had declared that you think that you want to do. And for some of you, you were more specific than others. And if you weren't totally specific, or if you gave a number of different options, but maybe some of those options would have worked, but others wouldn't, I've asked you to clarify inside of the board, just respond back to me what it is that you had in mind. I might have asked you to kind of change or tweak what you had selected, and if I did that, then I probably gave you a bullet list of sort of the summary main points when you're trying to find your when you're trying to select your field experience, because there's a lot of rules that you have to follow, and not all of these are my rules, and some of them are about legal issues. There's just certain places we're not allowed to be. So if your field experience doesn't sound like it'll quite work, then I've posted you a nice little bulleted list of the main things you want to consider as you sort of clarify and revamp your idea. About half or more of you gave good ideas for what you want to do for your field experience. And so for you, I pasted in some information about your next step, which will be to fill out some information about that field experience. So you're going to want to get on the phone with people, check around, and as long as you can get one or more supervisors to agree to sort of make sure that they're there, that they can vouch that you were at this site doing an observation, then I think you can go in and fill out that form. If you have more than one site in mind, then go ahead and try to call a couple of places. It could be for some of you that whoever that supervisor is, you may not know at this moment who it will be. Like if you're observing at a public library, it could be you make a phone call today, but there might be 10 people that work at that library, and when you're there doing your observation, the staff member you talk to today might not be there in October when you're actually there. So you might have another staff member at that site. Just collect that information. I would like for you to re-input it into the form that I've provided a link to, once you know who that supervisor is. So I understand supervisors can shift. There may be more than one of them. It may depend on who's present when you're present. So it's not an exact science, but do your best to kind of figure out who that supervisor person is. That's a person that's sort of associated with the site in some form or with the program that you're observing. They're professional, or they're a volunteer. They're not your best buddy. They're not a good buddy. They're not your family member. They need to be someone that you're not, closely tied to. That just makes it better. And that's the kind of person you need. You need their name, their role, their phone number or email. You need the name of the site or the program. It could be the Carrollton Elementary School after school program, for example. It just depends on the program, and you'll need the address of that program. Like where is it located? Where do you physically go to do your observation? So anyway, we're getting it all figured out. A lot of you are well on your way. You're on the next step. You've got to collect all this information, input it into that form. Originally, you declared your field experience through a Dropbox, and you'll see on the course plan, it may still say Dropbox. You're not doing it through Dropbox. You're going to do it through the Google form that I have sort of provided, and it's on the instructions page on K-12 Texters, but it's also something I've been pasting in on that discussion board. So anyway, go in there, check, see how I've responded, and clarify if you need to. Otherwise, collect the information you need for that next step, and you've got time. So make those phone calls, get on the web, look at the program websites, all that kind of thing, and let's get this field experience hammered out. All right, thanks.